Hey, what's up? It's Kevin here. I'm a software engineer who builds mobile apps for iPhone and Androids, and I love talking about personal development. Starting your day right can either make or break your day, which is why it is important that you do whatever it takes to make sure you start your day right. You only have 365 days a year, or 366 days if it is a leap year, so you might as well make sure it is a good day. Okay, let's get right into it. When you first start your day, what is the first thing you do? You get out of bed, right? So how do you normally get up? You can either slide out slowly, you can roll onto the floor, you can jump out with excitement and energy, or you can just go back to sleep. What you want is definitely jump right out of bed because that would mean you look forward to the day. I'm sure most of us have that feeling before, but sadly, when that happens, it's always because either we're going on a vacation or we're just going to be having fun the entire day. But what if you can jump right out of bed because you are looking forward to work? Is it even possible? I think it is, because if you love what you do, then you won't see it as work. But most of us aren't like that. I personally slide out of bed, okay? I'm not a morning person. I only get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep every day, so it is almost impossible for me to feel like I have recharged. So technically, I start off my day really badly. But the important point here is how can I recover really fast? When I get up, it takes me about 2 hours before I'm fully alert. So I have this one trick that I do that works really well for me, and that is to get my heart pumping. Get your heart pumping with urgency or rage or anger or happiness or excitement, whatever it takes to get your heart pumping. You can even do push-ups if you like. Because what we want to do here is try to get ourselves out of that groggy phase where, our mind keeps telling us to go back to sleep. Alright, once I've done that, I know I still wouldn't be able to start my day. I'm a ridiculously slow person and I know that's my weakness. So what's the next thing you should be doing? Grab a coffee. And if you're too young to drink coffee, then drink milk or something. I want to say this, coffee is heaven. And the fact that I live in Melbourne, where we create one of the best coffee in the world, I feel so blessed. But don't overdose yourself with coffee, that's totally unnecessary. The smell of coffee makes you awake, or rather makes me awake. A cup of coffee always starts my morning right. But I have to say, coffee no longer keeps me awake because my tolerance for it has gone way up. Perhaps it's time for me to have a detox. Okay, here comes the interesting part. What do I do after I have my delicious cup of coffee? Get to work. Not surf the web, not checking out Facebook, just get to work. I do this because I know my own weakness, and that is if I don't start, I will procrastinate for hours. So I force myself to get to work even if I don't like it. You can try this little trick I do. Sit comfortably and start working on a task. Any task, just pick one. Do that for 5 minutes straight without stopping, without any distraction, and watch how your momentum starts picking up. It works all the time and it applies to anything. It's like when you head to the gym. The hardest part isn't the workout. The hardest part is getting changed and getting to the gym. Once you're at the gym, you are going to work your hardest. You're not going to just run for 2 minutes and then head home because you're already in the rhythm, in the mood, in the momentum. Now that you're in momentum, it is time to start being productive. And to be productive, you need to first eliminate that little precious baby of yours called your phone. Take a look at my work desk. 2 phones and 1 recording this video right now. That is the ultimate distraction ever. I mean, take a look at this. I have the YouTube app installed on both of these devices so that when one runs out of battery, I can continue watching on the other one. Don't be like me. What's a mess? What I suggest is put your phone away somewhere far so that it is not within arm's reach. So I'm just going to put it here, right here, and see? It is no longer within my reach. I've tested this before and it really does help. I stopped looking at my phone every 30 seconds for text messages. Not like it really matters because no one really texts me. I stopped looking at my YouTube analytics, which I look at every 10 seconds. If you are a YouTuber, you will understand what I am saying. But of course, I'm doing this to be productive and efficient, and seriously, that phone is a major distraction. Do your best to stay focused if you want to be productive. For me, I find that putting my phone away works fantastic. Okay, with your distraction gone, time to get to work. When I start working, I always start with the toughest task, never the easiest. And there's a reason for that. If I start with the toughest one, it gets me thinking and it works my muscle brain. It is sort of like a warm-up. But more importantly, I do that because I want to get the most annoying task out of the way first. In the morning is when I feel the most fresh, most motivated to work. So I want to tackle the most difficult task first when my brain is still still functioning correctly. Because we know after lunch and in the afternoon, that's when we are the least productive. So I would leave the easier tasks for the late afternoon slumber phase. You know, the ones that you can do even with your eyes closed. And also try listening to music when you're working. I tend to listen to music and not songs with lyrics because they make me want to sing with them. And this is just me. I tend to put my music on loop, so I could be listening to the same music over and over again for 5 hours straight. Yeah, I'm a little weird, but I use that music to sort of lighten up the environment. I am listening to the music and I am not listening to the music at the same time, if you know what I mean. But this also depends on the work I'm doing. If I'm doing, say, writing a script for this video, then I'll do it in silence because I need to think and I need pure silence for it. Also, when I start to lose focus, I would take a bit of a break. The maximum amount of break I would take is about 10 minutes. Anything more would start to make me feel lazy. I don't believe in working 8 hours straight. I know some people can do that, but I always doubt their productivity. I can work 8 hours straight too, but if I am only doing 4 hours worth of work and then I zone out for the remaining 4 hours, then that's a complete waste of time. So take a break when you need to. Alright, so far I've explained how I start my day from morning to the afternoon, making sure I stay productive. But my day doesn't end here. I normally take the evening off, spend time with the kids, help out around the house, have dinner. These are actually my downtime. And when the kids go to sleep, I start working again. You might think that I'm probably too tired at this stage, which I can be, but trust me, if you know why you need to work hard, then you will have this hidden strange energy that allows you to push past your limits. During the night is when I have silence, so most of the time I would start building apps that I like or doing YouTube research and engagement. So those really light stuff, nothing heavy duty. Because the nighttime is for small little tasks, to try and cover things that you missed in the day. I have a certain goal and targets that I set for myself for the day and I try my best to meet them. So normally during the night, I would work till about 3 a.m. I know, it sounds like I don't have a life, but that is actually my life. And every day as I take off task after task, I am one step closer to my goal. If you ask me, staying productive in the morning and afternoon is easy. But if you really want to maximize your productivity, do not stop until the day ends. Frankly speaking, the night work is the most tiring one and the least productive. But I'm a night owl, and the nighttime is when I have the most peace and quiet. So night actually works out the best for me. If you want to be productive, look for the part of the day where you are at your best and then put in the most important work in there. My way of being productive can be different from yours, but if you're struggling to be productive when you really know you should be, then I highly suggest you work on your mindset. The problem is going to be the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave. You are most likely not firm on what you want because I can tell you honestly, during the night, I'm just running purely on adrenaline. I know the facts that if I don't work on even just one task, that sets back everything I have planned by a day. If I don't write a script for this video, then I know I wouldn't be able to shoot the video the next day. If I don't finish a particular function for my app, then my app's launch day is pushed back by a day. Everything we do has a consequence. Whether we can take the consequences with responsibilities, that's the question here. So yeah, that's actually how I start my day right. You can say it is pretty insane, but I have kids, so time is not on my side. If you ask me, the best time to go after your dreams is in your 20s, when you have so much time and so much to learn. But it is because you have so much time in your 20s, you tend to take it for granted and not utilize it to the fullest. I know I regret not putting them to good use, and now I face the consequences, playing catch up all the time. If you are smart, and I know you are, just make sure you use your time properly. And I tell you this genuinely, do not waste them. As you get older, time is not going to be on your side. Living your life with regrets is the worst feeling ever, at least to me. Anyways, you have reached the end of the video. A big thank you to you for spending your time on watching me ramble. Give this video a like if you enjoy it, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It will help my channel grow for sure. Okay, I've got to go now and be productive. But first, let me retrieve my phone over here and place it right here. I'm not actually watching any YouTubes on them. I'm just placing them right here because I need to use them to build apps. These are actually my test devices. Alright, thank you for your time. Chat with you soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!